Okay, now there should be audio. Okay, I am so sorry. OBS had to update, so should be working now. Yeah, I apologize. OBS had to update and it didn't save any of my settings. So, welcome everybody. I'm doing this for like the third time now, so hopefully I get it right this time. Welcome everybody to the regular season finale of the NARAS Row Racing League. Should be a fun race. Should be an amazing race. I know the race that we had here to open up the season was a bit chaotic. It was an interesting race, but this should be a fantastic race, and I know these drivers are um, super excited to get things going. So, again, this is like the third time I'm doing this intro, so hopefully I get it right this time. So, we're going to start off and introduce everybody watching to all the drivers and what they're going to be running tonight, paint scheme wise. So, we're going to start off with Rona in the number 5 Chevrolet. He's running that Major Melon Mountain Dew scheme. Very lovely. We've got Radiant Dancing on Legends car. Legends rocking that number 6 Folgers. Very nice scheme, very nice. Of course, we've got Logan Slow in the Napa Auto Parts. Logan, wave to me if you can hear me. That way I know that there's actually audio on the stream. Alright, anyway. Logan running that Napa Auto Parts number 9 with the patriotic scheme. Very nice. Very nice. We're over here and we've got Dusty in the number 21 running that Sprite. Very nice. He's also got a nice patriotic scheme to run with it. Of course, we've got Gecko in that 23 Sports Clips. Very iconic car. He's really made that car stand out this season with how well he's been performing. Of course, we've got Max in the Liberty University 24 Chevrolet. Very iconic paint scheme. Very nice. Glad he's running it tonight. Nothing to say about the number 25 Chevrolet M&Ms. I'm not a big fan of M&Ms, so nothing to say there. Of course, we've got Slavic in the 32 Wendy's Chevrolet. Very nice. He's also got the patriotic red, white, and blue to run with it. We've got BMX in that 33 Discount Tire Chevrolet. Loading in the 44 Toyota. Cottonelle. Very nice. Josh in the 48 Ally Chevrolet. And then we've got Howie in the 69 Flex Seal, still one of my favorite schemes, very nice. Patrick in that 99 McDonald's Chevrolet, also very nice. And then I believe Jen said something about wiping this car off the face of the earth, so we're not going to talk about it. That car is dead. So, that is all the drivers, and oh my god, just to give everybody watching a heads up, we are expecting a considerably smaller field this afternoon. So because of that, the race was shortened. I believe it's only 80 laps now, but that shouldn't take away from all the great racing. We also apologize for the big gap between streaming and racing. Just scheduling issues. Things came up personally, so we do apologize. But we are ready to start racing again and getting everything underway as the drivers are going to start making their way to the are we doing a start finish line start? I guess we are, because Max is lined up right over there. So I believe Jen is giving the drivers their driver meeting, so as soon as that concludes, he will line everybody up and we will get underway. And of course, I like to do some pre-race predictions for how I think the race is going to go down. Um, Honestly, I think it's nobody's surprise that Max is probably the favorite to win this one. Um, this is just kind of his track. He's been very consistent at this track. I think Slowbro is another good pick. He's very consistent at Daytona, just a bit unlucky at times. But I am going to. I'm going to put my money on an underdog here. There are still a couple of drivers who could use a win to get into the playoffs. So there still could be some. There still could be a shock winner tonight, and that would be. Man, I don't even know how many different winners we've had this year, but it's been a lot. But even though Gecko is above the cutoff line, I would like to see Gecko get a win in the regular season. So I think I'm gonna put. I think I'm gonna put my money on Gecko to win this one. He's like my underdog pick. So hopefully everything goes well for him as we see the drivers getting ready to go. And we may be waiting on a few more people to get here. As you noticed, I believe BMX and Loading are still not here, as well as Josh. So we will see. But we'll go ahead and run you through the grid order to start off this race. So it will be Max in first, Gecko second. It'll be Slavic in third, Logan in fourth on that outside. It'll be Patrick on that inside at fifth. Then it's going to be Howie at sixth on that outside. Dusty in seventh, and then Legends will bring up the rear in eighth. So that should be the starting grid for this race. I don't think we're getting anybody else. So we'll go ahead and take a look at. Go ahead and ride along with Max for the beginning of this race. Actually, where is Max? I don't think he's showing up. Well, I guess we're going to ride with Gecko to start it off, because for some reason I can't see Max. But that's okay. Oh, that 25. Ew, the 25 is Slowbro's car next season? Ah, no wonder I thought it was ugly. Disgusting. Anyway, I think Jin is giving everybody ready to go, giving some last second words before we get underway. And bit of a jump from Max. Not sure what happened there. Kind of messed up the field a little bit. Not sure what's happening. He's taking a second to get back in line. I'm not sure what's happening with Max. But we're about to get underway as the field is ready. And actually, where's Dusty? Oh, I was about to say I didn't see him for a second. Okay. All right, we should be ready to go. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and ride along with Max now that he's actually popped up on the spectate menu. So we'll ride along with him as we begin this race, and they're underway. And it is going to be Gecko to an early lead as there is a bit of a problem with Max right there. Possibly some lag, as I was experiencing a little bit of lag myself. We'll go ahead and ride with Gecko right here. Max is way up high. So he got kind of been out of shape on that start, and it looks like he's having a lot of lag as he is way under the line. Hopefully he doesn't come back onto the field. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't come back on the field. I think everybody's okay though. So it's going to look like it is Gecko first, Slavic third, or not, sorry, not third, second, and we've got Patrick third. So already Gecko, oh, we're gonna get an early red flag. I believe that is for Max. So everybody will come to a stop. And I believe that is indeed for Max. Studio to check on the 9 car. So possible issues with Slowbro in that 9 car. I'm not sure what happened. But there is evidently an issue with that 9 car of Slowbro. So we will take a second to figure out what the problem might be. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but we will see. So once again, bit of an interesting start to the race. I guess that's just how Daytona is for us. I mean, I don't think we've ever had a I don't think we've ever had a Daytona start off as smoothly as we would like it to, but that is okay. We just want to make sure these drivers are all in the same playing field. The cars are fair and nobody has a disadvantage or advantage, so we will try to figure out what is wrong with Slowbro's car. And I believe, I'm not sure if there was a problem with Max's car or if that was just internet issues, but definitely some issues with Max as well. Everybody else though, it seemed like the cars were running okay, so we'll have to see. We do apologize for the extended wait, and Slowbro is reporting that his car was only going 133 miles per hour. Obviously, not fast at all. So that is definitely a problem. Hopefully, it is easily corrected though. So, I'll try to keep you guys entertained as best as I can. Anybody watching, if you have some predictions for who's going to win, go ahead and drop that in the chat. Maybe start some beef with each other. But like I said, I think Gecko's going to win this one. So I believe, yep. So the server is just shut down. So we are going to hop right back in, and we are going to see if the problem has been corrected on Slowbro's car. So we'll be right back, and don't go anywhere. Alright. We should be back. Yep. Alright, we're back. Alright. So we will hopefully have the issue with Slowbro's car fixed. I don't know if he wants him to go ahead and drive around a few laps or not. It looks like he already is, actually. As he rams into the 5-car Verona. And looks like I would say it looks like it's fixed, but we shall see. I believe Max is also restarting his computer, probably trying to fix some of those internet issues. So hopefully everything is okay. And we'll go ahead and get everybody lined up as quickly as possible again. Go ahead and move everything over out of the way. Let's go ahead and start spectating some of these guys. And once again, we do apologize for any inconvenience to anybody watching. We apologize, of course, to the drivers as well. But everything should be a-okay now, hopefully, knock on wood. And everybody is going to get settled in here. Just waiting on Max to join back, and it looks like he already has, as he is making his way. I'm not sure if he's going to retain his position or not, but not a big problem, especially not at a track like Daytona. And everybody looks like they are good to go. I believe we may be missing Legends, and I'm not sure what happened to Max, but I believe that is all we are missing. It's just Legends and Max. Let me just check the chat real quick. Possibility that that number 6 car will not be continuing the race. So we'll keep you updated on that bit of. I'm a bit confused on that, but I will let you know if the number 6 car will be racing or not. And I'm not sure what's happened with Max again, but you see Lee is Jin is moving the 24 to pit road, getting it out of the way. So possible internet problems with Max. Hopefully nothing too serious, but we're going to get underway once again. Hopefully nothing big changes. Where's Slowbro? Oh, Slowbro is actually racing that 25. That's right. So Slowbro will be in that 25 as they're underway. Bit of a contact early on. Dusty got the worst of it as he goes to the back. Gecko will be leading once again. So we got Patrick on that high side, and they're 3 wide already, as it looks like Howie's going to duck in behind Patrick and work with him there. Gecko with a big lead. Don't expect it to last, though. I guarantee you that Pack is going to catch up to him. As now Patrick's going to the high side, trying to get a little bit of help from his teammate, possibly. But it doesn't look like he's going to get any, as Slavic ducks it down. And now we got the train going, excuse me. So Gecko, he's looking behind him, and all he sees is a line of cars, as there's a little bit of contact between, it looked like Dusty and Patrick. And Yeah, there's a big train rolling as Gecko goes a little bit higher. Not sure if the car got loose there. Ooh, big move! Slowbro guns it to the inside of Howie. That was a huge move. And that should give Slowbro second place. So we'll go ahead and ride with Slowbro for a second. As you can see, he is side by side with Howie. Howie kind of loses some ground on the outside. Really needs somebody to come up there and help him, or else he's going to end up all the way to the back. Dusty with a little bit of problems is how he got into the wall a little bit there. And whoa, car up and over. Looks like he just got a bad piece of the track, but he's able to save it. So that was a little bit of an awkward moment there with Slavic. I guess he just got a bad piece of the track. Good driving by him, able to save it, so we're going to stay green as the order is more or less the same. Gecko up front. It's going to be Slowbro there in second place, Howie in third, Patrick right behind him, Slavic behind him, and we've got Dusty in last place, really trying to catch up. And, you know, teamwork is going to be a big thing at a track like Daytona, so Slowbro, I mean, he's pretty much racing out here by himself. He doesn't have his teammate Max with him. So that's going to be big. That's going to be huge. And it looks like he's trying to set Gecko up here, trying to make a move for first place. I don't think he's going to have anything this time around, though, as Gecko will just keep chugging ahead. But now we've got Howie and Patrick moving along, trying to get to the back of Slowbro, trying to really close this gap here. And Slowbro just trying to stay there with Gecko. Not a whole lot to report right now, though. Pretty much just single file line racing. Slowbro is catching up to that back end of Gecko, though. We'll see if he tries to make a move or not. Going to that outside is just so risky, though. You're not sure who's going to help you. But it looks like Slowbro is going to try it. He's going to see if anybody's there to get him. And he decides against it as he tries to go back inside. He puts the nose right underneath Gecko, but he's not going to get it. Gecko with just more speed out of the exit, and he's able to stay out ahead. So now we've got Slavic right up to the back of Patrick, so we'll see if he tries to help out Patrick right there. As Howie and Patrick are linked up together, so they're going to start making a run up towards that top two. Howie with a pretty big run. Don't think he's going to have enough to try to challenge Slowbro right there, though, as Dusty's hitting the wall in the back. I'm not sure what's happening with him. Patrick goes high. Got a little bent out of shape right there. Or possibly trying to fall back to let his teammate give him a little bit of a push. Slowbro is trying everything to get around Gecko. He just cannot gain enough momentum to try to threaten a pass. And Gecko is still holding on to this lead pretty comfortably. As you see Slavic and Patrick side by side. Slavic got into Patrick just a little bit there. Not sure what happened. Slavic trying to clear Patrick back there. And, ooh, bad piece of the track for Gecko. Slowbro was trying to take advantage of that slip up. No dice right there. And, whoa, Howie went way below the line. I'm not sure what happened right there. But he just lost any kind of momentum he would have had to get up to Slowbro. So it looks like it's just this top two right now. And Slowbro is already... I think Slowbro understands with these setups and just the nature of a track like this, you have to make a move when it presents itself, or else you're never going to be able to pass these guys. And I think that's why he's being so aggressive. But we will see if it ends up rewarding him or not, as he's going to get right up there, and a bit of a problem on the track as well. That seems like a really bad spot on the track for some reason. A lot of these cars are just clipping something. I'm not sure what it is. And Slowbro's going to be there if he wants to try to make a move, but I think he gave the bumper to the 23, and I think that gave him a little bit of momentum. So not able to make a move. I couldn't quite tell from that angle if he got into the back of the 23 or not, but Gecko just able to pull away. It's going to be very hard for Slowbro to make a move on Gecko, so we shall see. He's going to need some help as he tries. He's looking to the outside just a little bit. He's seeing what he's got right there, and he held it on the outside for just a little bit. Just not enough momentum to make the pass. He's going to try it again. He's on that outside, but Gecko goes up to block. Ooh, bad decision from Gecko, but he's able to cut it down just in time before Slowbro could get underneath him. So risky driving right there from Gecko. He's trying to make sure that Slowbro respects that outside. He doesn't want Gecko, or Gecko doesn't want Slowbro to take that outside. But it looks like he's. Oh my gosh, that stutter! I'm so sorry. It looks like that's what he's going to try to do, though. He keeps kind of poking out to the outside, kind of testing it. I don't think he's going to get it, though, unless he gets some help from somebody like Howie up there in third. But he's going to try it again. He's looking outside. Not going to get it. You can understand the frustration for Slowbro right now. He's just trying everything to get around Gecko, and Gecko is he's just not budging. He just can't pass the guy. So strong racing from Gecko right now. And you cannot do that. If you're gonna do that as Gecko, you gotta expect to be turned. You can't be making all those moves. You can't swerve all over the track. Because I mean, at this point, Slowbro is going to take whatever gap is there, and if he turns you, he turns you. I don't think he's gonna be upset about that. So you gotta really watch out if you're Gecko if you're gonna defensively drive like that. So we shall see if Gecko ends up getting turned. Not intentional, of course, but you gotta expect that Slowbro is ready to get moving. He's ready to get past Gecko and start trying to stretch a lead. But we shall see as Howie has actually managed to get up to the back of Slowbro. We see some more blocking by Gecko, trying to keep Slowbro away from that top spot. Slowbro trying to go up high. Trying to muscle Gecko out of the way. Ooh, not quite. Gecko just able to hold the car down on that inside line. But he's really going to need some help from Howie right here if he wants them both to advance their position. But it looks like Howie is perfectly fine staying on that inside. Actually, no, he's going to bounce outside with Slowbro for the time being. They both go inside. Ooh, Gecko trying to block the outside. He left the inside open. And Slowbro is going to take advantage of that and cruise on by on the inside. And he's going to have Howie there with him. So Gecko is going to lose at least 2 positions out of this exchange. That is to say, if Slavic can't get up there before he has a chance to hop down, and Gecko will indeed hop down in 3rd place. As now we've got Howie and Slowbro. Slowbro in 1st, Howie in 2nd, and Gecko in a pretty good 3rd spot. I mean, Gecko's in a pretty good spot where he can work with Howie if they want to try to go outside as well.
Yeah, they go deal something personal.
Oh, that's fine. But not a whole lot of action in stage 1, but definitely a very nice move by Slowbro and Howie. Good teamwork between those two. And they've got the pass on Gecko, and it looks like they're just in a comfortable 1st and 2nd place right now. I don't think Gecko is going to be able to challenge them. I don't think... Well, I could be wrong. Howie might try to work with Gecko on the outside, but...
Well, it's all about who you trust to work with, so it can be any way. If Howie doesn't trust Gecko or Gecko trusts Howie, they won't go together, but it's all about that one person that you can trust to make make that move work. So I think that they can definitely try to do something to get past Logan here if they trust each other.
What I will say is Howie and Slowbro have already worked together to get past Gecko, so I don't know if there's like an understanding between them right now. Because Gecko is definitely, I think, the biggest threat tonight, just the way he's
Oh
been
yeah, for
racing.
sure. Just because of Gecko's consistency, the past few races, his overall finishing results, he's if not one of the biggest threats here,
Yeah, like,
along with Patrick.
and like I was saying, I'm sure I didn't say it on the actual audio. I'm sure I said it when the audio wasn't actually recording. But I did say the Gecko has made that 23 car very iconic with how well he's been racing this season. So
He has.
he's
He has, and
definitely got a reputation right now. And
NARAS as a sanctioning body is known for having the most iconic numbers, and if if Gecko can keep up with what he's doing and you know hit some home runs with these races and win a couple and maybe even a championship, that 23 is gonna mean something down the road. And right now, that's what he's doing right now. Is trying to hit those home runs so he can leave a statement in NARAS.
and one thing I want to point out is you see Howie and Slowbro. They've gotten pretty close with each other a couple of times these last few laps, and it doesn't look like Howie is trying to threaten Slowbro's lead at all. He's just kind of
I, I don't think so. Just because of how early it is in the race, they're not being too aggressive. They're just kind of holding back their moves. Uh, I'm sure Howie has a lot left in the tank before the end of this race, and if he does, be prepared because it's going to be one heck of a show.
And I know Howie hasn't raced a whole lot this season, but even when he hasn't really been the guy that we've really talked about a whole lot. But I mean, this closing out the season, he's been definitely a closer, and you can see him out
He
here.
has.
You can see him out here in the top three, running really well today. So I mean, we Howie could definitely cause a big splash in the playoffs.
As he already has with his one win at Rockingham.
But we might see a second one tonight. We shall see, though. Also, I noticed there were some problems with Max. They're just internet problems or computer problems.
Yeah, he's been having some internet problems since we joined the race for the start of our live stream. Um, that little hiccup that we had that caused a red flag, that was caused by an issue with the actual 9 car. His car, even though it passed inspection, topped out at 133 miles per hour. These cars are set up to go 100 or 206. So the 9 car did have some malfunctioning issues that forced us to restart the game, and that is why Logan is in the 25 car.
And could we expect Max to make a return in this race, or
I don't think so. I think he's out for the race.
okay? So this is just our field then, who we've got out here.
Yeah, it is our field, as you mentioned at the beginning of the stream. We're having smaller and smaller fields because it is down to playoff time, and these races won't mean as much to the guys that aren't in the playoffs. So I don't think that we'll expect them to show up very much. But the races behind themselves, just because they're playoff races, doesn't mean anything for them. But they still have a meaning behind them because there could be some prizes thrown behind them. So if you're not a playoff driver, you still have a chance for a win and a possible prize behind that race. So I wouldn't stop racing just because you're not in the playoffs.
Right. And we'll go ahead and get back to the race. Not sure what's happened to Dusty. Dusty's really fallen off there. He's a solid 5 seconds back.
Yeah, Dusty's been falling off the pace ever since we went back green, and I think he's having internet issues as well.
Yeah, I would say
I don't know if
so.
it's got to do something with the actual game, or if it's the track, or if it's the cars that's causing all of this lag. Um, I don't know what it is.
Well, hopefully none of the other drivers are experiencing it too much.
Dusty's been falling off the pace ever since we went back green, and I think
But
he's
we
having.
will see as how he's actually getting up to the back of that Uh, or excuse me, Gecko's getting up to the back of that 69 car of Howie, so we'll see if Gecko tries to force anything right here. And they're going to come into turn three.
Someone, someone who I want to mention tonight. He's not in uh, this front four pack, but it's the 99 of Patrick. He enters tonight plus 50 above the cutoff line. All he has to do is finish tonight. He doesn't even have to win. All he has to do is finish tonight, and he locks himself into the playoffs. As that was stage end right there.
Oh, so it will be Slowbro with the stage win, Howie in second place, Gecko third, Slavic fourth, Patrick finishing fifth, and Dusty in sixth. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Patrick hasn't won this season, has he?
No, Patrick has not won.
So that just showed you his consistency as well, being able to secure himself a spot in the playoffs without a single win. Um, but and like this isn't anything against Gecko or Patrick, but I mean these are the playoffs. You know what I mean? You can't just be consistent in the playoffs. Because when it comes down to it, you're gonna have to not necessarily win, but you're gonna have to put yourself in a um, some high spots. You're gonna have to finish up in these top spots. You're gonna have to possibly get these wins to secure yourself in the next round. So
Yeah, it's all about who you want to work with. Like I said earlier, it's all about who you trust. So if you trust the guy that's pushing you, or if you trust the guy that you're pushing, um, you can make some moves with that person. It's not. It's also a factor of making that move at the right time. So how do you prepare yourself for that moment to make that move?
yeah, and on these setups and this track, it's really difficult to have to say, "Hey, I'm going to the outside," and trust that somebody's going to follow you. It takes a lot
It
um,
does. And
because you risk.
you got to make sure. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say you either risk gaining a spot or you risk falling all the way to the back because it's
Yeah, and um, with this small amount of cars that we have tonight versus what we had at the 500, um, it's
it's even
it's
more
harder to
difficult.
make that move. Yeah, it's harder to make that move just because of how many cars we have. So if you just got to make sure that you have the right amount of cars, the right person pushing you, and the right time to make that move.
And there's just a lot to ask for, especially since a lot of these guys don't have their teammates racing with them tonight.
Yeah, it does. With Logan being the only one here, Howard's the lone car, Slavic is the only car. Everyone here that has teammates, they're the only car in the field
Well, I thought
out of their team.
Patrick and Slavic actually were on the same team.
Are they?
I I could be wrong about that.
I'm gonna confirm that real quick.
I was about to say I've pretty sure, pretty sure.
Team driver. Yeah, they are. Okay, so the
Yeah,
32 and the 99 are teammates.
yeah, but I think they're the only pair out here tonight. So
Yeah. Besides that, the rest of the other four cars are the only ones without teammates
yeah,
tonight.
so it is definitely going to be a bit of a struggle, but
It is.
we should be ready to get underway here.
I think we're waiting on Logan. He's got to do something with iRacing.
Uh, I got you.
Okay, he's ready.
All right.
As we're getting ready to get back underway for the start of stage 2. And we're green.
Here we go. It looks like Howie's gonna fight on that outside.
I was going to have the edge.
Don't think he's gonna be able to clear Slowbro
No, he's
here.
not because Logan
Ooh,
and Gecko's going for the lead, and
Gecko
he's
just
got Slavic in tow.
Gecko just muscled his way up the inside of Logan right there.
He said, "You got the stage points. It's my turn. I'm going for a playoff spot." Actually, he's already locked in.
Oh, big contact between Dusty and Patrick right there. Still making contact.
Oh, they're still making contact.
Oh,
Oh, he
Dusty's.
barrel rolls down the embankment.
And that is going to bring out the caution. I'm not sure if that was a retaliation from Patrick or not, but Dusty did not get the best out of that one. So, did a bit unfortunate if you're Gecko seeing that caution early because that was a very, very good restart from Gecko. And I think that is just going to be the nature of this race is how well can you capitalize on these restarts and put yourself in a good position. So unfortunately for Howie, he will be starting back on that outside, the unfavorable line here tonight.
And it's just because of that outside line. Well, I guess they're both going to go on the embankment now. It's just because traditionally how we do it is the inside line will start on the apron, the outside line will start on the embankment. Normally, nobody likes the outside because it's on that embankment and you slide down and you don't get a really good start half the time. Um,
Well, I will say Howie does have Slobo there behind him, so that's definitely who wants.
as I don't know what in the world Howie is doing.
I think he was trying to straighten himself up, maybe? I'm not sure. Uh, Maybe there's some confusion about who finished where. Because it looks like Slowbro thinks that he should be in third place. Could be wrong about that. Um, oh, okay. So it looks like we're going to be starting on the embankment. That's what
Yeah,
it
the
was.
confusion is the rest of the field was starting on the apron, while Gecko and Howie were still on the embankment.
But like I was saying, if you're Howie, the guy you want to see in your rearview mirror is Slowbro.
For for sure.
I think they've already established that they're willing to work together. As
As
oh,
Logan is getting currently dumped, they save it.
I think Slowbro was being a bit too aggressive on that restart. He wanted to get down as quickly as possible, and it ended up costing him when the rest of the field came through. So, very unfortunate for Slowbro right there, as Gecko will go out to the front with Howie in tow, and I believe that's Patrick right behind him. That is Patrick.
Yeah, that is Patrick in the white and red
Oh,
Chevrolet.
Patrick
As
goes
he goes high.
way high. I'm not sure the car got tight, but now Dusty will be up to third, so that's his highest position of the night.
And this is what Dusty wants, because Dusty is 141 points below that cutoff. So
Yes.
Dusty is in a must-win as they make more
Oh
contact.
my
Those two are the
god.
reason why the caution came out in the first place.
I'm sure part of it is just internet problems for Dusty, but if you're Patrick, you are not happy right now.
No, you're hot and mad. And if you're Howie and Gecko, you don't want that 21 car anywhere near you.
Yeah, so Dusty acting as the battering ram for the entire field right now, and Dusty does need a win if he wants any kind of chance at playoff racing. So we'll see if Dusty can cause an upset here, possibly by wrecking the entire field. Who's to say? Hopefully his internet does uh, get better. All jokes aside, because it looks like it's actually running pretty well for him now. He's able to maintain his line.
As you
Never
say that,
mind.
he just hits the wall.
I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna shut up.
On a side note, it looks like that Howie is actually catching the 23 car of Gecko as they head down the
And
back straightaway.
Slowbro
Uh,
also advancing his position as well.
yes, from fifth to fourth.
And this is something that Slowbro excels at doing. He's very good at working his way through the pack.
He is, in the 500, he didn't have that good of a qualifying position, but he muscled his way through the pack to finish second in that race, and it was a fight to do it. It wasn't easy.
It was definitely a fight, that entire race. As it does look like Slowbro is gaining quite a bit on Dusty right now, as Howie goes to the outside, maybe looking for something that wasn't there.
I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to enter a high so he can use the banking to his advantage and get that extra speed
Speaking
to catch the 23 car. But it's not working to his favor right now.
Speaking of going high, Slowbro lost a lot of time
He did.
going
and that
high
allowed,
into the middle of
Dusty
turn
to pull up. Which it looks like Dusty caught a sniff of the 69's draft, and as we say that, Howie pulls in closer, but he backs off. I don't think he wanted to make that move just yet.
It was a very interesting word choice. Sniff of the draft.
Because, in a sense, the car is basically sniffing the
Yeah,
draft if they're far away.
I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, the 23 goes high. That's going to leave
Big
the door.
move
The
from Howie.
69.
Just couldn't quite get there. Gecko just had a little bit too much
Gecko.
momentum.
Gecko slammed the door on him.
But
Good move by Gecko, but I don't think it was smart. That could have been risky. That could have been wrecked his car.
one thing I will say,
That would've
Gecko
been
has
bad.
been making a lot of aggressive blocks, and I've been saying it like you can make those blocks, but you can't be mad when you get turned because guys will take whatever gap you give them, they're gonna take it, and
They are.
if you get turned, it's not intentional, but you
And
know,
and it's not on the driver that's turning you. It's on you because you decided to make that move.
right. I always say you get one racing move, you get one move, and then that's it. You gotta let them do their thing. But I don't know. We'll see if it pays off for Gecko or if he has to learn the hard way. But right now, it's paying off for him as we see Howie.
Howie. Oh, that could have been it right there. That
But-
could have been that one move. Oh,
Oh.
more contact has been made.
I don't think Howie is going to appreciate that. That was less of a block and more like putting him on the outside.
Yeah, that's not something Howie wants to see. But Howie doesn't go anywhere. He's still giving that 23 car a mirror full of Flex Seal.
And we have not talked about it, but the rest of the pack is dangerously close to the top two now.
And it's all because of the 69 and the 23 with how much they're racing. I've said it before. I said it when Howie got his win. If the leader is racing with somebody, as we had contact with the 21 and the 25, as the 25 is getting turned.
Big contact. I think we're going to be able to keep it green, but that's very unfortunate for the pack as they were catching up. Oh, Dusty way inside. He's going to keep it away from the track, though.
But anyway, as I was saying, I said it at Rockingham. I've said it at Darlington. I've said it at any other track that we've raced at this season. If the leader is battling with somebody, that's only going to slow them down even more because you're worried about what he's going to do. So you're open. You're prone to making those mistakes, which is going to allow the other cars to catch up. So it's going to slow you down. It's going to jumble your mind up with moves that you think that you have to make to defend that spot, and it's going to allow the other guys to play offense and take that spot.
Well, I'm going to be. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm sure everybody else is just tired of Gecko being in first place right now. They just want to see a new leader, and I think that's the mindset.
Well, I'm pretty sure that everyone is glad that the 21 is out of the pack.
But I think Howie's mindset right now is he's tired of seeing Gecko in first place. I think it's time for me to get a shot at it, and I don't think he's concerned with the pack catching up as long as he ends up in first place.
Yeah. As I heard, I was watching the truck race the other night, and I was listening to some of the radio transmission, and someone's crew chief, and I'm gonna relay this to Logan later on, but I don't care how you bring it home, upside down, on fire, wrecked, just bring it home.
Well,
And I'm
speaking
sure that
of,
I'm sure he would prefer it to bring it home in first.
well,
Doesn't matter how you get it there, just first.
speaking of almost wrecking, oh,
Howie,
Howie brings it way down to pit road. I'm not sure if that was lag, but
yeah, he
he's
said he was frozen, as he's gonna rejoin next to the 25. Look out, Logan. Good
okay.
move.
Very, almost very problematic right there. And we're actually going to see now, we're going to see Patrick in second place after the unfortunate incident with Howie. We'll go right along with Patrick for a few seconds. We'll watch this pack right here. I don't think Gecko's going anywhere anytime soon. And that pack is moving very quickly up to Gecko.
And it's all because of Howie. They've got that extra car in the draft. They can push more. They can gain more speed on the 23, and it's going to allow the 99, the 32,
And
25, and eventually the 69 to catch up to him.
and if you're
And that
Gecko,
23 is going to be a sitting duck.
if you're Gecko, you do not want to see this 99 and 32 right behind you because these are teammates and they are not working with you. They are going right past you. So we will see what Patrick and Slavic are able to do. But I expect as soon as they get up to that 23, they're going right around the outside. They're not wasting any
They
time.
are. I just noticed that when Patrick went to the outside, the 32 let off to let him back in line. So
Yeah.
teammates are working together.
And Patrick goes high again. Not what you want to see.
And now they're not going to cut him any slack. He's going to go straight to the back, and that's going to put the 32 in second, and Logan eventually in third.
Well, we're gonna see if Slavic maybe tries to go out there with him and give him a little bit of his draft.
Howie actually let Patrick in line.
I think that's a smart move by Howie right there. You want to try to get as many cars involved into this pack as possible and really get a big push. Speaking of big pushes, we've got Slavic coming up right to the back of the 23.
And he is not. Oh, there it is. There's the move. He backs off to. That's a classic super speedway move.
Yeah, I think he's waiting
Hold on,
for.
I'll be right back.
I think he's waiting for Slowbro to try to give him some help on the bumper. Doesn't look like he's trying to give Gecko any kind of bump draft. Looks like he's kind of holding off a little bit once he gets to the back end. And it looks like he's going to try to muscle him out of the way. Not quite. Ooh, Slowbro gets shuffled to the outside. And we'll see if he can drop back down. He should be able to. As he gets back in line. And we'll see if Slowbro can get to the back of Slavic and possibly make a move. Gecko still swerving, trying to block. He's basically mirror driving at this point. Might be a little too early to be doing that, but it has rewarded him so far. And we're going to come out of turn 4. Slavic's going to try to make a move to the outside. Didn't have enough momentum to try it. I mean, he's still close with Gecko. We've also got Patrick and Howie working together. Slavic trying to run that high side, maybe try to get a little bit of a run off the banking. Yeah, he really needs Slowbro to get there with him, and they're going to try to go to the outside. He's got help from Slowbro, and Slavic's there on the outside. He's got a run, and he's got Slowbro right there behind him, so nobody's trying to give Gecko any more help than he already has. Big check up for Gecko, and he leaves the door wide open for Slowbro, and it's going to be wide open for Slavic, and it's going to be wide open for Howie and Patrick. So Gecko is going to go from first to 5th place potentially as he's beating and banging with Howie. He's trying to get down as quickly as possible. And Howie gives him a little shove to the outside. He says, "No, sir, you are not dropping down." But he will. Get there in front of Patrick as Slowbro, and it's going to be wide open for Howie. He's trying to get down as quickly as possible. And Howie gives him a little shove to the outside. He says, "No, sir, you are not dropping down." But he will get there in front of Patrick as Slowbro, and it's going to be wide open for Howie. He's trying to get down as quickly as possible. went up into the wall. I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't catch it, but now the field is all kinds of jumbled up as we've got a line on the outside, a line on the inside. Everybody's shuffling around. Slowbro somehow manages to get back into second place, right behind Slavic. And this pack just got a whole lot tighter as we've got Slowbro there in second place, right behind Slavic in first. So now Slavic is going to lead his first lap of the night on lap 36. And everything looks like it's dying down as Gecko ended up falling to the back. Not sure where Dusty is. Still almost 5 seconds behind the rest of the pack. Not the night he was hoping to have. And Patrick got shuffled to the outside, so Gecko's going to try to take that spot away from him. And now Gecko's got to really fight back to the front. Just first to basically last. And that's just how it is sometimes at Daytona. So now we're going to see how well he's able to move through this pack and get right back up there. And this is interesting to see because we haven't seen Slavic up here. So we'll see if Slowbro and Howie are willing to give him a chance and kind of run behind him for a little bit, or if they're just going to take it and go and send him right to the back as well. As Howie got shuffled way outside, and I think that's going to give Gecko the spot. And oh, big contact between Gecko and Howie. And we're going to stay green, but I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if the car got tight or if it was lag or if it was intentional, but there was huge contact between Gecko and Howie. And Patrick was going to get that spot from Gecko, but it looks like Gecko is going to try to muscle his way for that third place spot, and he is going to get it. So now it's just Slavic and Slowbro as we're going to wait for the rest of the field and see if they can catch up. But Slavic in a pretty commanding lead right now. I don't think Slowbro is going to have anything for him. Not without any help. As we still got cars battling in the pack, trying to get any kind of position they can as we're nearing close to the end of this race. Slowbro was looking high. I don't think he had enough momentum though. And it looks like Gecko's going to go up high. And so is Slowbro. And so big contact between Patrick and Gecko. That's going to slow both those cars way down, is how he's going to bounce up to third place. And I believe this is the white flag for the stage. So unless anything crazy happens, I think it's just going to be Slavic as our stage 2 winner. And coming out of pretty much nowhere to get the stage win, so I'm sure he is more than happy to have that stage win under his belt. And I don't think the rest of the pack is going to be able to get to him as we see Howie trying to make a move. We're going to actually ride with Howie real quick and see if he can make that move on Slowbro for second place. I don't think he's going to get there, but Patrick advances on Gecko. Gecko really wants that spot so that he's in a better position on the restart. Howie went way low. Oh! I have no idea what happened to Howie, but that was not good. Howie went from third place to, I believe, fifth place because of that. So that was rather unfortunate for Howie. But there you go. Slavic is going to be your stage 2 winner. So big props to him getting the stage win after Gecko had dominated the majority of that stage, but just not able to hold on for the last handful of laps. And we'll see if that remains true for this final stage, and we'll see if we have a new winner this year. Possibly Patrick, possibly Gecko, maybe even Dusty, or we'll see if it's more domination from Slowbro and Gecko. And who knows? I mean, it's still anybody's race. This is Daytona. Anything can happen. And yeah, we'll see if anything gets shaken up a little bit here in the last stage. But I'm gonna go ahead and check the chat, see if there's any updates on anything. Hello, Kenneth. What's up? Thank you for checking in. And as soon as Jin gives the all clear, we should be ready to get going for this final stage. So here we go. As they're underway, Slowbro with a huge push from Gecko. He's going to take the early lead. Slavic's going to be there in second place, beating and banging with Gecko. As Gecko slides in right in front of Patrick, a little bit dangerous right there. But Slowbro will be the leader. Slavic trying to shut that door on Gecko. Yeah, he is just giving Slowbro all kinds of help right now. So definitely working together with each other. And I feel kind of bad for Gecko. I don't think anybody here is going to help him. I just think that's just the way it is. You know, you dominate most of the race. People really don't want to see you win. So we'll see if Gecko is able to, 1v5 and get the win. But right now he's in a pretty comfortable third place, as we've got Slavic in second, Slowbro in first, and Slavic is just chilling right there behind Slowbro. Doesn't look like he's trying to make any kind of move. Ooh. Got shoved out a little bit by Gecko, and I think Gecko's going to move up to second place right there. So that shakes things up just a little bit, as Gecko, we know Gecko is going to try to go for that first place spot as quickly as possible. So we'll see what he tries to do here. It should not be easy though. I don't expect him to pass Slowbro easily. But this pack is pretty tightly bunched up, so we'll see if he gets any help from anybody or if Slowbro gets shuffled out. And Slavic is right on the back end of that 23 car. It's got a little bit of lag right here. I do apologize. Whoa, big lag, and it forced Slowbro and Gecko all the way to the bottom, and Slowbro is putting the 23 into the wall. I would have called a caution on that. That looked extremely intentional by Slowbro right there. I don't think that was internet at all. I think he was just going after Gecko. Gecko able to hold on though, and we're going to keep it green. That ended up being worse for Slowbro than it ended up being for Gecko, and due to that, Slavic will once again be in first place, and he's got Howie right there behind him, followed by Patrick. And I'm sure Patrick is going to try to get past Howie as quickly as possible and try to help his teammate there in first place. So we will see. There's a 21, kind of holding up the 25 right there. That's going to be huge. Logan is definitely a big player in this one, so we'll see if Slowbro is able to get back up to the front. As Gecko is going to try to make a move on the inside of Patrick. Patrick pinning him all the way down. Yeah, this is what I've been telling you, man. Everybody's just against Gecko right now. Everybody's beating and banging on him. Gotta be frustrating for Gecko. As it looks like Slowbro is going to get around that 21, trying to at least. And I think he's going to have the inside on him, so Slowbro is going to start trying to make his way back up to the front now. As we've got Howie still in second place, Slavic in first, and then we've got Gecko in third right behind Howie. And Gecko, I'm telling you, Gecko, he wants this win. He's had such a great season, and I think the only thing he's missing is a win to really make this an amazing season for himself. So Be very, very nice if he can get a win tonight. I know he would be extremely happy about that. As Howie got a little shaken up right there, hit a bad spot on the track. Able to keep the car steady though. And Gecko was right there on Howie. Gecko's on a train right now as he goes up the inside of Howie. Yeah, Gecko is on the rails right now. There's a lot of speed. Whoa, big shove from Howie. Don't know if that was lag. I think that was just more beating and banging on that 23 car. Yeah, nobody's giving Gecko a break right now. Everybody's giving him the door. And Gecko is going to try to see if he can make a move on Slavic right here. Oh, Gecko goes way inside. Oh, that's a pass under the line, Gecko. You got to back out of that one, man. And he is wisely going to back out. And Patrick's not going to be happy about that. Patrick got shoved up the track. But smart by Gecko to not try to challenge first place. As Howie's going to give him another big shove. Looks like Howie might try to go to the outside right here. He's going to duck it in. They're siding against it. He's got to be wary of Gecko, though, if he wants to try to go to the outside, because Gecko is going to take that inside very quickly if Howie decides to go and try the outside. But Howie's right there on the 32. Not quite able to make a move right there. Dusty's all the way down into the grass. Not sure what happened there. But, yeah, you see these guys. These guys are racing with... They're racing with some heat, you know. They got some emotions. Probably going to this point, everybody's probably very agitated with each other for the most part. As, whoa! Gecko clipped the 69 car. Good save by Howie. But that's going to cost him a couple of spots here. And Gecko is not making any friends. I don't think he had any friends to start with coming into this race. But definitely not making any friends right now. And he's right up there with the 32. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Whoa! Big shot from the 23. He just moved the 32. Oh, man. People are not going to be happy about that from Gecko. But I mean, yeah, he's playing the bully game, and he's being the bigger bully, so nobody's really been able to answer that. But what I will tell you is somebody like Slowbro, he can play the bully game, and he will not be mad, or I mean, he will not be sad one bit if he ruins your race. Now, granted, he doesn't just go out and do that, but if you're doing stuff like that, I don't think Logan's gonna be disappointed if he, maybe air quotes turned you accidentally. But yeah, Gecko still in first place. And he's got who else but Slavic and Slowbro right behind him. Patrick trying to make a move on Howie there for fourth place. Now Patrick doesn't have to win this race. And neither does Gecko, but both would really like a W sometime this season. So definitely both are eager to get a shot at a win tonight. As we see, it looks like Slavic and Slowbro might be trying to work together on the high side. It's going to be a big push from Slowbro to Slavic to Gecko, and Gecko's going to go way low, trying to block the 32's run. He's somehow going to be able to do it without wrecking. And that's going to cause Slowbro to fall off just a little bit. But he's going to quickly get right back into the gas and try to get up to that 32 car. So Gecko's got a bit of a comfortable lead right now. Don't expect it to last for too long. But right now, he's pretty comfortable. But he definitely has to watch out. That 32 and that 25 are not playing around. That 32 has already been moved by Gecko. So is the 25. So they are not going to hesitate to move that 23. So, nothing new in the order so far. Everybody's still running the same. But that 32 is going to get up to the 23. We'll see if he tries to shove him out of the way. Not quite able to do it, but he's going to try to look to the outside, it seems. Not quite able to do it. He really needs some help from that 25 car, though. Or else he's never really going to go anywhere. As the 32 goes up high, maybe a bad entry. And that's going to open up the 25 car to take that second place spot. And if you're Gecko, this is the last thing you want to see right now. So we're going to go ahead and ride along with Slowbro on that 25. Yeah, this is not what you want to see if you're Gecko. This is the last driver on the field that you want to see behind you. And Slowbro is not going to play around. So we're going to see some gritty racing, everybody, and possibly a wreck or two, as Howie is also behind Slowbro. We've already seen these two work together pretty well today, so again, if you're Gecko, this is not the order you want to see behind you. So we'll see how it all fans out, but you see Slowbro kind of looking to the outside right there. He's hoping Howie goes up there with him. It does look like Howie's going to try to get up there. Not quite able to group up, though. We'll see if we can get it done on the backstretch. And not quite able to get up to the back of Slowbro. Howie's going to need a push from the 99 right here. Not quite able to get it, although Slowbro is getting to the back of that 23. He might try to move him up the track. He does move him up the track. We'll see if the 23 can get back down in time. Oh, just barely, as there is a lot of movement from that 25 car. Still a lot of movement from the 25 as they cut down. Oh, big contact between the 25 and the 23. And as you saw in the announcement right there, Dusty unfortunately having to leave, which is going to guarantee Patrick a spot in the playoffs. Good news for Patrick in that 99 car. Bad news, however, for Slowbro, as there's some contact between the 23, and I have no idea how Gecko did not give up first place right there. That was huge contact, a lot of speed was lost, and he somehow kept the car in front of Howie. As Slowbro is having even more problems since, whoa, the car was still on the track. Yeah, that happened. I don't think it caused too much of an issue. I probably would have called a caution right there. But I should be okay. And it looks like we are going to get a caution. Because I do believe that, yeah. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Slowbro lost a position right there because of that. So, but this is big. This is huge. It's gonna have to come down to this restart probably. Whoever gets the best restart, I think it's probably gonna win. So we are gonna see, as it's gonna be Gecko to start us off on the restart, and we're gonna see what he's got in store for us. As everybody's getting lined back up. But this has been a very interesting race so far. A lot of maybe not the most exciting race, but I think there's definitely been some highlights. It's been hard racing. I know it may not seem like it, with everybody being kind of single file, not a whole lot of position changes, but it has definitely been very hard racing.
Okay, hopefully that's the last time I gotta leave.
So, if I understand correctly, it's only a 65 lap race, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I didn't know if you said 80 before. I might have been.
It was 80, but because of our field size.
I gotcha. So, this is going to be the last handful of laps. And what I was saying, and I'm sure you heard it on the stream too, but I mean, Gecko doesn't have any friends right now.
No, he doesn't. I was watching all of that. From with Gecko and Howie and Gecko and Logan, Gecko Slavic, Gecko Patch, Gecko everybody. Gecko is not making any friends, and with him being locked in the playoffs, he's basically our Chastain. He's not gonna have anybody to help him. Uh, you know, work through the rounds. He's not gonna have anybody to help him through the races. He's not gonna have anybody but his teammate Loading.
Well, and it might just be like one
Yeah.
of those. It's just like like a one race thing. Because I was talking. He's had a really good season. The only thing he's missing is a win, and I think he really wants that win. Um,
I'm that could very well be it.
but you also have to be smart about it. You don't want to make anybody too mad. But I was saying, you're racing guys like Slowbro, and if you race him like that, he will not be sorry if he turns you. And
No, he won't be. As Logan almost did it once before.
yeah, speaking of,
And I was noticing earlier too that whenever Slavic was on the back of the 23, he tried to take a couple swipes at him.
yeah. And speaking of Slowbro, he's going to be in first place right here. As we've got Patrick in second place. Patrick is another one of those guys who he doesn't need a win. We already saw with the announcement. He's locked into the playoffs right here. But
Not anymore because Dusty is back.
oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah, with Dusty being back, that opens up that playoff spot once more.
Well, in that case, Patrick would really like to see a win right here. But finishing. Let's say it just ended like this. Finishing second place would be very good for him as well.
It would be,
As long as
especially with the year he's had.
as long as we don't have another first time winner that isn't already locked into the playoffs.
Which really that's only Patrick and Dusty.
Yeah. So he should make it into the playoffs. I'm gonna knock on wood because I don't want to be the cause of Patrick not making it to the playoffs. But I think he's in a pretty good spot right now. We'll see if he even tries to challenge Slowbro for the win. As I think it's really going to come down to
Gecko.
this.
Gecko's. Oh, go ahead. Come down to what?
I was just going to say, I think it's going to come down to these top three right here.
Yeah, Patrick's strong, Slowbro strong, Gecko strong, and hell, even Howie is strong. But it's Daytona. It's still anybody's race.
Yeah, and I don't know, like if you're Gecko right here, I don't think you're getting around these guys unless you help like Patrick, and that's a very tall order because Patrick has nothing to gain from working with him.
No, and like we said at the top of the stream, Patrick does not have to win. He is not in a must need. Where he sits on points, he can finish sixth and upside down, and he would still make the playoffs. The only person who is in a must win is Dusty.
Correct. So this is gonna be a challenge for Gecko if he wants to get his first win right now. As Patrick goes way high, and that is going to open up the door for Gecko. But this is not what you want to see if you're Gecko because you've got Howie and Slowbro right there in front of you and behind you. So it's gonna be very tough for him to get around Slowbro right now. We'll see if he can pull it together, though. I mean, there's still a chance for Gecko right here. It's definitely not impossible for him. It's just a very tall order as he tried to get right underneath them. Dangerously close to under
Patrick.
the line, though. That's something he's definitely got to watch out for because if he goes under that line, we are going to have to enforce that rule.
Patrick, for the first time I've seen all season, and I mean all season, is being very, very aggressive with his moves on Gecko as we're coming down to the closing laps
Yeah,
with just 5 laps to go.
I just don't think anybody has a whole lot of respect for him right now.
No, they don't, but uh, it advantage to Gecko because with how well not now with how far away Patrick is, but if Patrick can get a little bit closer, something that Gecko could do is back his car up to the front of the 99, punch the gas, and that'll trigger a run to the 25. Now, if Gecko is smart, he can make a move and bring Patrick and Howie with him. But now, since Patrick is side by side with a 69, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and
If Gecko wants to win this race, he needs somebody behind him.
and I don't. You never want to see anybody get turned for the win intentionally, but I think if Gecko wants to win this, he's going to have to turn slow, bro. I just think
Oh
that's what
yeah,
it's going to come down to.
I was having a meeting with my team before this race, and something happened to Slavic.
Oh yeah, well, he fell way back.
Yeah, he's over a second behind the pack. He's behind Dusty.
Possible contact right there. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry. Um, but as we look to the front, Gecko is right there on that 25. And
He's got 2 laps to do it. That's all he's got, too.
yeah, it's going to be very, very close.
Ooh.
Oh, huge contact between Howie and Gecko and Patrick. Oh, I think that's over. I think it's over.
You'll have to watch the stream replay for that one because that was intense.
Yeah, I think it's over. As Gecko.
Oh, Gecko is going for revenge, and he's gonna turn to
Oh,
69.
he's got to be careful. That could possibly bring out a caution. And if he didn't have any friends before, he's not going to have any if he forces a late race caution like that.
No, he's not. This is 2 laps to go. We're fixing to come to the white flag next time by.
Well, I think
And
this.
that with Gecko's move, that screwed anybody's chances from getting to the 25 to win the race.
Yeah, I think this is your race right here.
And he's still trying to take a couple swipes at him.
Oh, Gecko goes way low. Yeah, I think.
Coming to the line, white flag.
Well, both cars are still way low on the track. Howie and Gecko right there. I'm going to ride along with Howie just so we can keep an eye on this action right here. Oh, they're
Major moves, and what they don't understand is the more that they do that, Logan's saying, "Sayonara, I'm taking the win."
well. I think this is more Gecko trying to make a statement on Howie right now. Like, I just think there's a lot of emotions right now. As we are going to enter turn 3, and we're coming out of turn.
A late race wreck. Slavic dumps the 21,
Well, that won't.
but that's never mind that. It's not affecting this right here. As what in the world is Gecko doing? Logan wins.
Yeah, it's gonna be Slowbro as your Daytona winner, and a lot of late race back and forth between Gecko, Howie, and Slowbro. But the final finishing order is gonna be Slowbro first place. I don't. Is Gecko supposed to be second place? No, because Howie was a lap down for some reason. So it'll be Howie's.
No.
Yeah, it'll be Howie's second place, I believe.
Yeah.
So it'll be Slowbo first place, Howie second, Gecko third, Patrick fourth, Slavic fifth, and Dusty will be in that sixth place to close it out. So, congratulations to Slowbro. Is he out of his? Oh, okay. I was about to say. I thought I was spectating him when I was showing him out of his car. But then there, I believe we have Howie going to celebrate with him, and I believe that is Slowbro's second or third win of the season. One of the two. But
Let- let's drag Logan in here.
yeah, we'll go ahead and get some drivers in here for some interviews on the post race, and definitely not the flashiest race, but I think that was a very good race overall. Like I was saying, that was definitely hard racing. It may not seem like it, but definitely very hard racing, especially towards the end. And
Hey Logan, before you go to iRacing, we just want to get a quick interview in. So you won the race.
Hmm.
Could you see anything going on behind you?
I saw the contact with Howie
Oh,
and Gecko and all of
slow,
them, and I
slow, bro.
was.
I don't want to interrupt you. You got to speak up just a little bit because I'm barely picking you
All
up.
right, I'm like standing over my microphone because I'm plugging my wheel in
Yeah, could
as
you
we
like put
speak.
it? Could you put it in your mouth? That way I can.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's better.
Hold on, I can turn up the gain. Is this a bit better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I saw the contact between Gecko and Howie and Patrick. I believe it was 2 to go on the backstretch.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. And then I was worried at the end that Howie's going to get a run because they started catching up really fast. But I was able to hold it. So, yeah.
So 2 wins in a row now going into the playoffs. Does that give you any sort of momentum?
Yeah, it should, hopefully. Obviously, the plan was originally to work with Max today because he wanted to sweep Daytona, but he had connection issues, so that didn't happen. And, yeah, but good to get this over with so that I can go to iRacing now and hopefully do well there as well.
Well, good luck. Good luck with iRacing, and
I'm going to need it.
congratulations on the win tonight. So hopefully you can get another one on the iRacing side of things. And,
Thanks, guys.
I think that's all I had. So go ahead and get out of here.
All right.
Skedaddle.
Let's you wanna
See you guys.
See ya.
you wanna pull some strings?
Pull some strings. Like what? Oh, Howie.
Hey,
Hello.
Howie, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, man?
So let's take us back to the very beginning of the race with you and Gecko. This was an all race kind of thing. What was going on?
It's just bad blocks, I guess. It's just terrible, man. But yeah, that's about it. It just wrecks everyone that I was trying to, work with. And yeah, I guess he thought that he could get away with it, but obviously you can't do that with these plate races.
No, you definitely can't because one bad move and it's everybody's gone. Take us back to 2 to go with the contact between you, Gecko, and Patrick. Kind of take us through all that.
Well, me letting off completely was just for bump draft to try to catch the 9 car. I tried to catch up to him and tried to go by him. So the brake testing, that was just for bump draft or the letting off, whatever. But that other contact, I don't even know what that was. I got into him with like 4 to go, and I guess he got upset at that, and he just decided to, slam into me the whole rest of the run. I guess effectively ruining our chances at a P1 finish. But I mean, top 2 is always great.
Yeah.
Actually, look back at the stream replay and see if I can't find that. And Biggie, do you have anything else?
Yeah. Give me like 2 seconds to come up with something on the top of my head. So playoffs, man. So you're in the playoffs. How do you feel about the playoffs? Because I noticed with these last few races, you've been finishing really well. You've been one of the top drivers for these last handful of races. So how do you feel about your playoff chances?
I'm feeling great about my playoff chances. Every single race that I've made a start in, it's been a top 2 finish. So, I'm really excited for the playoffs. Hopefully we can keep this momentum, building for Flex Seal number 69 Chevrolet Camaro. But yeah, just we gotta just perform like we have been, and shouldn't be too big of a deal. That win at Rockingham was a big game changer in the whole season. So hopefully, we just keep on performing well.
And I know it was like what was it, like a month ago that you went on vacation? But
Yeah,
I mean, technically it was like last time we were here on stream. So how was your vacation? How'd it go?
it was actually a lot of fun. I had a blast. I did everything I was looking forward to do down there in the good old Rocky Mountains. So it was a lot of fun, actually. Thank you for asking about that, actually.
Yeah, no problem. So, all right, well, I'm done. Get out of here. Leave.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Good race, man.
Thank you.
And I guess.
And as we wrap up here in Daytona, that officially locks in the 99 of Patrick into the playoffs. So let's get a pre-playoff post-race interview from the driver of the 99.
Patrick.
Hello.
So you just
So
got locked into the playoffs with this race. How does it feel to know that you're going to be able to go playoff racing?
Playoffs, baby. That's all I'm saying. Playoffs, baby. Because, I worked my heart from day one of this season to this day. It's unbelievable.
So we were talking with Howie just a minute ago, and that contact between you, him, and Gecko. Could you kind of take us back to what all happened with that?
I think Gecko was a bit mad, and he decided to turn down onto Howie, which got into me. Gecko's just like, I want to win too. But Howie's like, you're not going to win. I'm going to win. And I'm just showing like, I don't know what to do. I'm Howie's draft buddy.
Yeah, we saw a lot of you and him working together, and it worked out really well to y'all's favor because you guys were able to catch Logan a couple of times.
Yes, we have.
So I'm looking back at the replay now. There's the contact. Basically, what happened was Howie took a swipe at Gecko. Gecko takes a swipe back, and he turns into you, and it was all that. And didn't really work out in your favor at that time, but still, this race was not a must-win, and you're going season 32 playoff racing, buddy.
Yes, I am.
I think that's all I had, unless Biggie had some other questions.
I just want to say, if there's anybody who deserved to go play race, or oh my god, I can't talk right now. If there's anybody who deserved to go playoff racing more than anybody else here, it was Patrick.
Me.
So,
me, myself, and I.
that's right.
And
And Patrick, you better get a win in the playoffs, Patrick. I believe in you. You better do it.
I will.
All right, now get out of here. We got other people to interview.
You don't have to be so mean about it, Jesus.
I'm just like, oh.
Bye, Patrick. We appreciate you. Good race tonight, man.
I appreciate the interview, and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go.
Bye.
Okay.
So how about we fuel the fire a little bit more?
Mm-hmm.
You started cutting out there.
Do what?
Let's fuel the fire a little bit more, shall we?
Yeah, because I know you're like a pyromaniac for that kind of stuff.
You do realize I'm in here.
Patrick, why are you still here? Get out of here, Patrick.
Seriously, get out.
Get out of here,
Get
Patrick.
out.
Get out.
No, I want to talk to Gecko. Just like, hi.
No, I'm
Hi.
gonna move you out.
Sorry,
Bye,
Patrick.
Gecko. Love you, no homo.
All right. So Gecko, a lot of controversy tonight between you, Logan, Slavic, and Howie, and Patrick, and everybody but Dusty.
Well, that's because he was running all the way last, so.
So, I guess I guess the big thing I wanted to ask was when I was watching the race, it seemed to me like you've had a really good season. You've had a very consistent season. You've always been one of the guys we've talked about, and I think the only thing that you were missing this season was a win. And am I right to assume that when you were entering this race, you were like, I want to win. That's what I'm going for. I don't care, you know, kind of what I have to do it and make it happen. I just want to win. Was that kind of like what you were thinking this race? I think I said like way too much.
Well, I was really not expecting to win anyways. If I'm honest, I never win in Daytona since like the start of my career, so was not expecting to win. But I'm still a bit disappointed about Howie and his dumb moves by turning me like 4 times this race. Uh, I know that I wasn't the best one blocking, but I didn't turn anyone into the wall like that many times. And the times when I was turning people was like not on purpose because I was just my car was clipping the bumper of the people, and I cannot do anything about it.
So, apparently Biggie says I'm a pyromaniac for this kind of stuff. Could we see any of this carry on in the next week as we enter the playoffs?
God no.
I think yes, just because
Oh,
I
oh, Gecko.
it's not what
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. That's the wrong answer. I'm gonna tell you that right
fuck,
now. That's the wrong
bro.
answer. Don't let Jin
No,
manipulate your little mind and make you try to start something.
no.
Trust me. You wanna start a clean slate for the playoffs. You know.
I don't want to.
Oh.
I mean, yes, I do, but I'm just a bit mad over Howie, so I'm gonna take a little bit of revenge next race.
Okay. Well, if somebody wrecks you and you end up falling out of the playoffs because of that, you know who to blame. It's
So
I
that's just gonna be the first race,
it's
I
gonna be
think.
generally '08 that you can
You know,
admit it.
Daytona is like a place to not make friends. So
Yeah.
any race is a race to not make friends at, but Daytona is one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
So let's see, you finished what, second, third?
third, I finished third. Yes.
So you've had a lot of momentum on your side towards the end of the season, with some great finishes actually and some great runs. How does this momentum uh, push you to the playoffs, knowing that you don't have a win yet and you were locked in on points, and especially with tonight only having yourself and you have no teammates. What could we see out of you going into next week?
Well, I just expect to have some pace out there. Even if I got no teammates like helping me besides loading, which was not here. Uh, I think we should have a chance of getting locked into the next round just because Dusty and Patrick not gonna like don't hate you or something. Just
Well,
saying a bit
Dust,
of facts that I don't think you're making the next round just
well,
because.
Dusty is not locked into the playoffs. That was Patrick that
Oh,
locked at the
yeah,
last spot.
I missed that. I missed that. Yeah, yeah. Uh, man, to loading. Yeah, sorry about that, teammate.
Well, I think that's all I had for you. Uh, Biggie, anything else?
Yeah, I got just one thing for you, Gecko. All right. I want you to.
Yes.
If you don't listen to anything I say ever, just listen to this. Okay.
Okay.
Do not listen to a word that comes out of Jin's mouth when it comes to starting crap. Okay. Don't listen to it. I'm telling you.
Well, the last time that happened, I got banned.
Yeah, so you already know. Yeah. But yeah, just I think you're gonna have a really good playoff run, man. Just don't
Uh,
listen to this guy because all he wants is content. Okay, that's all he
I
wants.
I don't want to race in Talladega. Gonna make even more.
Oh
Oh yeah,
gosh.
Talladega's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what else is in the playoffs? Martinsville. You know
Oh
what else is in the playoffs?
no.
Oh.
The Roval.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Rest in
It's gonna
peace,
be
buddy.
chaos.
You know what else is in the playoffs? Oh, let me pull up the schedule. I can name off a couple of key races. Bristol, Roval. Nope, that's next season. Martinsville, Bristol, Watkins Glen, Texas, Talladega.
Oh shit.
You know what else is in the
I
playoffs?
Homestead.
The number 23 car of Gecko. Let's go. Good job,
Yeah.
Gecko.
Appreciate you tonight, buddy. Thank you for showing up. Out of the 6 cars that did, uh, let's move on to Slavic.
Yeah. Good job, Gecko.
See you guys later. Oh.
Talk to you later.
Yeah. See you guys.
See ya. Alright. Look at him waiting patiently.
And last but certainly not least is the driver of the 32 tonight, Wendy's car, Slavic.
Whoa.
Slavic brings it home in, what is that, P5?
Mm-hmm.
Big L, let you leave this one off.
So.
Because every time I open my mouth, something always gets started. So I'm gonna let you take this one.
Yeah, you might want to go see like a therapist or something about that because it's kind of a problem. So, you got the stage 2.
I love drama.
You got the stage 2 win, and you were in a pretty good spot to start stage 3. I think you were leading for a good chunk of it, and then there was the big move from Gecko where he just shoved you out of the way. I know you didn't have as many incidents with him as like Howie did, but I don't know. Do you just feel like you kind of had your race? I won't say ruined, but like there wasn't a lot of people showing you a lot of love tonight.
Stolen.
Mainly Dusty, not really. I mean, Gecko somewhat, but Dusty was kind of the final nail in the coffin for the last stage. He was just so annoying to get around, and then kept pushing me, and then almost killed my entire race. And I decided to get back at him on like the last lap and spin him entirely.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah,
was pretty
everybody saw that. Made for great content.
Yeah, that's all you care about. But you are going playoff racing. You know, you got the 1 win this season. How do you feel about the playoffs, especially since you have your team owner Patrick making it in?
Team owner? He's not a team owner.
Wait,
but,
no, he's not the team
yeah.
owner. Wait,
No, me and
No,
BMX.
Patrick-
wait. Oh my God.
You are
Whatever,
so silly.
teammate, whatever.
Have you been thinking Patrick owns the team the entire time?
Maybe.
Oh Jesus! You need to go look at the stats.
You didn't even know that they were teammates. I don't want to hear it, Jen.
You thought he was owning the team.
Man, shut up. All right. Anyway, how do you feel that your teammate Patrick is making it to the playoffs?
Oh, Patrick would be next making the playoffs. It's really nice. Nice to have 2 other teammates help me work in the last part of the season. So that would be very nice to have them along
You know
and
what?
push through to the final 4.
That raises the question: Why isn't Patrick the team owner? Huh?
Because he was never the team owner to begin with.
Why not?
Because the team name is Slavic BMX Racing, not Patrick Racing.
Why don't you change ownership or something? How about that?
Well, the team's not even going to exist next season, so
Great. Well,
I have stolen them.
well, that's all I had. Unless you want to say something, Jin, maybe bully me a little bit more. Or maybe that's it.
So with tonight ending, Biggie, shut up. Could we expect anything out of you between Howie and Gecko heading into next
I'm
weekend?
just gonna mute myself real quick. Hold on.
Howie, I don't really have anything against Howie. I mean, Gecko, I did have some incidents with him. I believe, what race was it? Chicagoland? Not Chicagoland. Nashville.
Kansas?
Nashville. Kansas, yeah. Kansas and Nashville. Wait, it wasn't Kansas, no. That was with Lego.
No.
Yeah,
Zombie.
Zombie, not Lego. Zombie. Only sort of beef I really had with them was during Nashville, so not really much anymore between us two. So no, I think I'll just try to keep it clean for most of it. If an incident does arise, make sure to capitalize off of it. Capitalize off the quote unquote how do I say it? Entertainment. if you will.
Content.
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 I'm capitalizing off of everything.
But yeah.
I am the capitalist. You guys run for me.
If anything arises,
Okay,
I
whoa,
think I'll
whow,
just try
buddy.
to keep it clean for most.
All jokes, Biggie. All jokes.
Yeah, shout out to any FBI agents watching. Having to do this against my will. So send somebody. Please. Anyway. Good race.
Wait, are we
tonight,
still
Slavic.
streaming?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still
we're
streaming.
streaming.
Of course we're still streaming.
Damn.
Jesus.
But I guess that's all. So, good race, Slavic. I hope you're excited for the playoffs. I know everybody else is.
Yep.
I certainly am.
I think we can end that off right there. So yeah, I'll see you guys around.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you will
Nice.
see me probably
You
like
are
right
right.
after this stream. So,
yeah.
but thank you everybody who watched. We actually had quite a few viewers. It looks like we had 23. Ooh,
Nice.
ooh. Dang, some people got their moms
Making
to
some
watch.
headway.
Some people got their moms
Wait,
and
what?
dads to watch. along
People
with
got their moms and dads to watch it.
Oh Jesus.
That's probably what Slowbro did.
it.
I have that picture of me kissing Silver's mother still. I still have that
Oh
picture.
my god. Okay, anyway. Dusty would like an interview, but
Let's give it. Nah, give him an interview. What's he to say? No,
well,
what's he
I don't
have
want it to run
say?
2 hours long on the stream, but
Oh, let it run 2 hours long. Let it run 2 hours long.
I
Let
mean,
it run
if
its course.
Jen's okay with it,
I'm fine.
okay. Well, then get out of here.
Alright.
Get out of here so I can. Okay.
So I'm gonna let you take this one too, just because I don't want to. I'm done stirring stuff up.
Yeah, that's okay. Hello, Dusty.
Hello.
So, how are you?
Good.
So, don't cry, okay?
I'm not gonna do that.
Don't cry. Don't scream. I know you like to
I
scream
won't,
sometimes.
I won't scream into my mic.
Okay. We good?
And we're good.
Okay. So you're gonna miss the
Didn't make
playoffs
the
this
fucking
season.
playoffs.
Sadly.
So
If I had better Wi-Fi, I think I could have stayed in.
well, that's what you get for living in. That's what you get for living where you live.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Um,
Yeah.
are you hoping to show up for any of the playoff races though? Still,
Yeah, I'll probably watch and kind of waste.
no. I know you're yourself not racing in the playoffs, but are you still excited for the playoffs? You excited to?
Yeah. Yeah,
keep
I'm
racing?
hoping someone good can win.
That's good. You seem very optimistic.
I mean, I was a little mad at Slavic, but I mean, I understand.
We see that advance into the playoffs. Could you screw over his playoff chances?
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
God.
I had to.
No. I mean, he's my friend. We
Yeah, there's
fight sometimes, but
yeah, there's
I'm
something
not gonna-
called friendship, Jen.
I'm not gonna
It's a
send him
little
because
bit has a little bit more importance than content.
he doesn't deserve to get wrecked.
But I mean, you were up in second place at one point, Dusty. So I think you had a pretty
I
good race.
was running third a couple laps, but then my lag happened and I messed up a corner. But then Slowbo got past me, and I was trying to stay on the outside. But then I think his car and my car clipped each other as I was frozen, and then that sent me spinning and someone else.
Well,
So that's
it
kind of
is.
what.
It is what it is. But
Yep,
have you been having fun, Dusty? You been having fun racing?
I have enjoyed it.
Well,
This
you
has
know
been
what?
a good season.
You know what? That's what it's all about. Isn't
It
that
doesn't.
right, Jim?
I wait for the
That
fun,
is
but
exactly what it's
No,
all
it's not. It's about
about.
causing controversy, apparently.
I would have. I would like to be in the playoffs, but I mean, I'm happy for everybody else that got in it.
Well, I
So
think that is a
You just
very mature outlook to have, Dusty, and I think it is so nice that you weren't trying to cause drama or anything like that. So I'm so proud of you, Dusty.
I mean, yeah, I was annoyed from Slav doing that, but I'm not gonna hold a grudge against him because of it.
That is so admirable, Dusty, and like that's no sarcasm or anything.
Nope.
I hope a certain someone is taking notes. But thank you
Me and
so
Slav.
much for joining us tonight, Dusty. You had a great race, and
Yeah.
that was all.
I do have one more question, and it's not stirring up drama.
Sure,
Okay.
go ahead.
So Dusty, with you missing the playoffs, unfortunately, um, could we still see you race the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'll finish the season, of course.
Okay, just because I know that I've had some drivers in the past, they like to miss the rest of the season just because they're not in the playoffs. So I just wanted to
I mean,
clarify that with you.
I like to race for fun, so I'll show up for those.
That's what it's
I
all
won't.
Cool.
about.
I won't try to whack any playoff drivers. I'll probably just race in the back and let them go at it.
Well, you can still go for the win. You know,
Yeah, maybe
at the
I'll
end
go.
of the day, a win is a win.
Yeah, I just don't want to screw any playoff drivers out of it.
Nah, NASCAR Cup Series has had four regular drivers
Yeah.
win. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I could.
You know,
Well,
Martinsville or Watkins Glen. Actually, hold on. Why
I
is
am a
everything?
I am a little bit better at some other tracks, depending on some of it. I don't really usually have too good luck at Daytona, so
you'll
Well,
still.
you know, the next 6 races are completely different tracks. We got Charlotte, Martinsville, Texas, and that's just round of 8. Bristol, Watkins Glen, Talladega, that's round of 6, and then Homestead is the final round. So
I definitely
you still got a couple of chances.
want to go to Bristol because I missed last Bristol because I was out with my family.
Of course, that is number 1 in my mind. You know, family, work, anything tops this.
I mean, I
So-
was gonna stay home, but I wanted to go, so that's why I missed Bristol.
Well, you don't have to
Of course,
apologize.
of course.
For that.
No.
No, but
That is the main reason why I have that qualifying rule in place is that
Yeah.
because drivers like to show up even though they don't qualify and then they win. And I've had controversy with that in the past, and you know, with that rule in place, it still allows the drivers to miss qualifying and show up to the race still. So that is the number 1 reason why I have that rule in place, so you can go enjoy what you like to do with your family, friends, or whoever, and still get to race without having to focus solely on qualifying.
yeah. Well, I have to say this. Thank you for the chance of letting me race this season. It was very appreciated.
Oh, you
course,
are
course.
so welcome, buddy. So welcome.
I'm very excited for the playoffs. My bets for the playoff winner is probably going to be Slobo.
All right, I think that's enough talking out of you, buddy. I think that's enough out of you. All right, well, I think that's it for the stream tonight. Thank you, all of our wonderful 25 viewers. Thank you for
Oh, no.
stepping in. And
Again, before we end off, I do want to say one thing. To you, Biggie, to all the drivers who could watch this, to the viewers, we appreciate you guys every single week. Biggie, the drivers, especially Biggie and the drivers, because they take time. They take time out of their evening to come race in my league, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Because you guys don't have to do any of that. Biggie, you don't have to take time out of your evening to stream. The drivers don't have to take time out of their evening to come race for a league, but they do, and it's very, very much appreciated. And words cannot be put into place to tell you how much I am thankful for you guys. Every day, every hour, every second that you guys have been with me. And the viewers, thank you guys so much for tuning in this regular season. Still got 7 races to go, and I promise you guys we're gonna make it a very eventful playoff stretch. So thank you guys so much.
Stop it! You're gonna make me blush, Jen. But
You're gonna make
yeah,
me-
thank you everybody who tuned in for the regular season. I do apologize for all the streaming mishaps around the way. I'm sure that's gonna be. I'm sure like Slowbro's gonna turn that into a compilation or something or whatever. But thank you everybody for tuning in. It was really fun. I enjoyed the commentary. I think I've gotten a little bit better at
No.
commentary as
Oh,
it's
for
gone
sure.
on.
You've gotten 10 times better since Daytona, the 500. You've gotten 10 times better.
Well, that's good. It's pretty fun. So, thank you everybody who tuned in. I've just been informed that Dream did a face reveal, so that's what I'm gonna check up right now.
I gotta see
But everybody else, have a good night. Bye.
Bye bye.
that. Have a good night.